Welcome back to the channel and welcome back to another detailing transformation. I've labelled it a disaster detail. It's not like what you normally see for a disaster detail. This is my interpretation and the sort of cars that I clean. Sit back, enjoy the transformation on this one. As always, make sure you're subscribed to the YouTube channel, bell notification, and then check out my Instagram page as well to see what I do day to day for a living. It's a great way to keep up to date more than what I do on YouTube with what I do. But anyway, on with the detail. I will preference this by saying the way that I clean these seats is very specific because I'm cleaning vinyl seats. Do not clean your leather seats like this. On with the how-to. Like I say, vinyl seats. I am using an Auto Glym Interior Shampoo. I buy it in trade size, but it's also available in over the shelf sort of size. It's 500 mils. I'm using that alongside a magic sponge. Now, the Auto Glym shampoo itself isn't particularly vigorous when used in conjunction with a microfiber towel. If we introduce a magic sponge into the equation, it becomes a very aggressive cleaning pair. Now, why am I using that? You can already see the difference, the before, the after. We're talking 10, 15, 20, 30 years worth of ingrained dirt into this vinyl. Give you a little bit of a backstory. This car's recently been brought over from Europe. It's gonna go away. It's gonna have a paint job. It's gonna have some new wheels. It's gonna have a little bit of a transformation. But me and the owner were talking, and we said, look, let's try and save this interior. Knowing that it was vinyl under there, I knew there would be some clean seats somewhere. It was just a case of how aggressive did I need to be. Prior to doing the detail, I did a test spot on the seat. I went through microfiber towel shampoo and some brushes, some stronger brushes, some scrub pads, until the point I ended up whereby I was using magic sponges. It was tested in an inconspicuous area. I was pulling no colour out of the vinyl. The vinyl is still a very safe material to be able to use a magic sponge. Combined that with a small detail brush around the piping of the seats, and it gave me the ultimate way to clean these vinyl seats. Before doing the car, they just looked dirty. Halfway through doing it, you realise how dirty they were. These were absolutely filthy. But like I say, please do not do this on leather seats because you'll more than likely pull the colour out of them. If you've got old vinyl seats, go ahead, give it a try. But that's my warning on this one. Don't do these on leather. I got away with this because it's vinyl. But like I say, have a look and enjoy this, because it's not very often you get to clean seats that are this dirty and actually sort of enjoy it. This one, absolutely loved it. instantly you see how red these seats are, but what we want is a before and an after. Here we have it. The passenger seat I did for the video purposes, this is the driver's seat, this was the grubbier seat, this was what made for the beautiful before and after. Then you can truly see the difference in the clean. From the grain to the overall appearance, these seats are completely renewed. Now onto the door cards in the front. Grubby, but not as grubby as the seats. Kind of years of ingrained dust and grime sort of slowly etch their way into the vinyl. Again, magic sponge for the bulk, the flat areas, and then teamed up with a small detail brush to be able to get into sort of the cracks, the crevices around the door furniture, the mouldings on this car. There's some very intricate pieces that sort of Triumph enthusiasts will really sort of appreciate on this car, sort of the door handles and the way some of the metalwork's been done. So a detail brush was used to get into them cracks, them crevices, and ensure every square inch was clean. Again, good before, after. Couple of slight oil stains within it that couldn't be removed, but a vast difference on what was there before. Now the front two seats and door cards done. Moves on to the rest of the red vinyl, which was kind of a parcel shelf, rear bench and wheel arch covers. Same technique was used. Overall I used about 6 to 7 magic sponges on this, and about a litre of cleaner, but very much worth it. Look at the results we have managed to achieve on this one. The dashboard in this car is finished in a crackle black matte paint. No embedded dirt or grime on this. Some interior shampoo was sprayed onto a microfiber towel and everything was just given a thorough wipe down. Clocks on instrument gauges was rather clean already. That could be addressed later with a bit of metal polish, but the flat upper of the dashboard and the steering column themselves, which was black plastic, was just given a wipe down with some interior shampoo, and quickly brought it back to where we need it to be. Now, to gain complete access to the heavily stained carpets, it was easier to whip the seats out. 6 11mm bolts access from the underside of the car, and the seat pulls out. No worries about airbags or anything fancy like that on this car. No heated seats, 6 bolts, the seat's out. It's worth doing on such a deep interior clean. Now, prior to getting into the heavy cleaner, the scrubbing, the wet vac, the extraction and the finishing of the carpet, it's always crucial just to give it a light vacuum over, pull up any loose debris, scoop this up now so you're not potentially scrubbing something back into the carpet. There was heavy water staining, there was oil staining, there was grease staining, as you can see in this shot from the runners of the seats. It's cream carpet. It just looked grim, it just looked worn, it just looked dirty, and we just wanted to bring it back to that sort of presentable finish. Again, we know this interior is used, but let's make it a clean example of a used interior. That was my fault. So with the carpets now hoovered down, I pulled out the little footrest bar as well, again sort of 6 bolts, that pops out, and I started with the worst staining. I couldn't tell you whether this was oil, water, mud, dirt, grit, whatever it was. What you will see me do here, I did this 3 times over to be able to actually make it clean. I've had these drill brushes now for the best part of 18 months, 2 years. 3rd time I've used them. I've very rarely used them, but on this car it was very effective. But like I say, this isn't a one-hit wonder. I make it look kind of easy, I suppose, in the editing of it, because you don't want to be sat here for a day watching me clean an interior. But it was sprayed down, brushed, extracted 3 times over to effectively remove the stains that needed to be removed. Go over with a brush, not too much pressure. This was the softer bristle. I have an aggressive yellow one, but being a more delicate carpet type, you could see a little bit of lint coming out there. I didn't want to go overly aggressive. With the extractor, I changed my George vacuum that you previously saw me using another shot. I put the wet vac system into it, filled it up with warm water, no cleaner, and started extracting. The idea behind that is I extract with water to flush the cleaner out that's in the carpet. I've sprayed carpet cleaner in the interior shampoo in, so I don't need to continue to add cleaner. What I want to do is flush that shampoo out of the carpet, and I think the results really do speak for themselves. We've brought this back up to a very, very nice sort of standard of clean carpet that can now be used and enjoyed and kept on top of and maintained. One side down, onto the driver's side again, make it nice and wet, give it a right good scrub, and then suck it back out. That's kind of the premise of carpet cleaning. Just do not get her too wet, and by her I mean the car. You don't want to oversaturate them carpets so they're drying out for days on end. It's a fine balance between enough shampoo to be able to do the clean and not too much that you're saturating the carpets. with the carpets now extracted and on their way to being dry, time to sit the seats back in. Again, no nonsense with some silly electrics here. This is old school. I believe these cars were built in the 60s, early 60s. 6 bolts hold each seat in. Job's a good one. Make sure they're torqued down nicely and they're not going anywhere. With that, it was kind of on to the finishing touches. A little bit of metal polish on some of the areas around the dials, the dashboard. Here I filmed the steering wheel because it was kind of the biggest transformation. Just getting that shine back just renews the feel of the interior. Again, some of the door furniture was later done as well, but these are the little finishing bits and pieces that can make or break it. If you don't do these, your eye gets drawn to them, so make sure you do these as much as you scrub them carpets. And with that, it's done. No grease oil stained carpets, no 20-30 years of dirt within the vinyl. All of the piping on that carpet was cleaned. The gear stick gaiter, the handbrake gaiter, the seats, the steering wheel, the dashboard, it's all been done. It's lovely and clean. If you've enjoyed the video, again, thumbs up, subscribe, like, all of that stuff. Get onto the Instagram page, you can keep up with what I'm doing there daily. And again, thank you so much for watching, very much appreciated. Stay tuned for more detailing videos.